Hello and welcome. We have another Q&A with creative team, this time for The Graveyard Gang, which is a feature film that I hope you will check out. And Guthrie is an alum of the Twin Falls Sandwiches Film Festival. He has actually had a sandwich in Twin Falls.
Oh, so good.
That's pretty amazing. That's definitely something worth putting on your resume. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's just have you introduce yourself. And Krissy and Ray are two of the actors, and Guthrie is the brains behind The Graveyard Gang. So why don't you start, Guthrie?
Yeah, so my name's Guthrie Roy Hartford. I am the screenwriter, director, and producer to The Graveyard Gang.
Nice.
Hey, everybody. Oh, thank you. My name is Krissy Larsen, and I played Ellie, who was the lead actress in the film.
And Ray.
Hey, how you doing? Ray Worthley here, and I play Rich, one of the supporting actors.
Yeah. Krissy, you look very different.
I know. I look. This is my quarantine look.
Yeah. Wait. So your quarantine look is like glammed up.
Thank you. No, I actually, brushed my hair, put on a little makeup today once. So, yeah, I actually have a 4-month-old at home too. So,
oh, wow.
We're not really going anywhere these days.
Yeah. Well, for those of you will see when you tune into the Graveyard Gang, it's a very working class crew. I use the term motley, but I use it affectionately. And Guthrie, why don't you give a brief synopsis of it, an elevator pitch, or like a really tall elevator pitch, tall building, and
that's the only way I do it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So The Graveyard Gang is a coming-of-age dramedy about a tightly knit group of friends in their mid to late 20s, and they're all at drastically different points in their lives. One's about to get married to his high school sweetheart. That's actually Ray's character. One is an aspiring screenwriter. That's our main protagonist, played by Adam Michael Kennedy. And the other two friends don't really necessarily know what they want to do. They're kind of just coasting through life, trying to figure it out. But they all do have one thing in common, and that is they work the graveyard shift at a newspaper factory. So when our main protagonist, the aspiring screenwriter, Dalen is his name, when he meets the new and kind of crazy girl at work, which is played by Krissy, she kind of drags him down this dark, twisted, crazy road and acts as like this major distraction. And we as the audience kind of get to go along for that ride with him and experience those things or those crazy things as it's happening. So.
Yeah, and she doesn't do it with any malintent. Like, it's just that's her character. So it's not like any plot or anything. And I think Ray had one of my favorite lines when it was like he was saying about getting married. It's like, well, it's been 7 years. I think I owe it to her or something.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Classic, line.
That may have been a little bit of art imitating life from my own personal experience, but that's okay. We don't need to cover that.
Yeah. Well, I just am so pleased that you guys are a part of the festival. It looks great. I got to ask, was it always set in that newspaper place, or, because sometimes with indie films, like you find the location and then you come up with the script, as opposed to you have a script, you're like, oh, we got to find a newspaper, So tell us about that, Guthrie.
So I actually worked at that place for close to 10 years. The script was inspired by the place. Like I worked there and, I just listened to how people talked and how they behaved. And I was just like, I could make a movie out of this place, or I want to make a movie in this place. Yeah. So I actually started working there when I was in high school. I was a senior in high school and I worked there like through college. And then post-college, I was like, I want to make a movie. And so I wrote the script based around that whole place.
That's great. Yeah. And I have experience with journalism and printing as well. And I could smell like the plant.
That's so awesome.
It's a very distinct odor.
Yeah, when you're in the printing press room, because we shot a lot in the printing press room. I mean, it's just, as you said, it has that very distinct smell, and I actually miss it. Like, because I worked there for so long, so I can still smell it now. You know.
So, Ray and Krissy, are you pursuing acting, as a career? Are you doing any other things? I know, Krissy, you mentioned you have a 4-month-old. Where are you guys
Krissy,
at?
you can go first. My answer's
thank
going to be
you.
really short.
Yeah, so this was my first real lead role in a feature film. So other, outside of acting, I do work a full-time job in corporate America. So I have a regular 9-to-5 job in marketing at a company called Schneider Electric. I've been there for about 10 years. But outside of that, I do a lot of improv comedy. So with the whole COVID situation, my group actually transformed. We do shows online, which has been interesting, but absolutely, love on stage theater. That's so much fun, and doing the film was a lot of fun, and something totally different from what I was used to. So would love to do some more acting, but primarily, unfortunately, not acting full time, just whenever I can.
Great. And how about you, Ray?
So for me, the short answer is just a straight no. Pretty much the only time I act is when Guthrie calls or texts me, and then I just kind of roll off the couch and try my best to give him what he needs. So
Now, did you guys all know Guthrie before?
Yeah, I met him. We've been friends now for, I don't even know, probably coming up on 10 years, something like
Probably
that.
10 years.
We met in college. We went to the same community college together in Gardner. We were in broadcasting classes and stuff like that. So we had kind of met. We originally met through a mutual friend, and then just kind of started talking here and there. And then when he was doing little projects and stuff, he needed extras. He reached out to me, and for me, it kind of snowballed. Like the first project he wanted me to be in, it was literally just, I just need you to stand there and not say anything. I think he threw me one random line just to give me something to say to make me feel like I was actually part of it. And then it slowly gained more and more to where it got to the point where he was like, okay, so I'm doing this feature film and I want you to be the third most important person in the whole thing. And I was like, wait, what? I'm like, remember, I'm not a real actor, right? I'm not, I don't really know what I'm doing here. He's like, no. He's like, I've liked all the stuff that you've done with me before. He's like, I think you're going to be great. I was like, all right, well, if you think so, then we'll give it a try. But yeah, other than that, no, I'm not an actor. I don't really aspire to be one. After doing this, I've had a bunch of people tell me that maybe I should, but outside of that, yeah.
You did a great job. I think also, this is a true ensemble, cast. So I think that, everyone's kind of shouldering the burden. So I feel like that's helpful too. The kind of the chemistry between the guys was very good. I mean, I really loved the scenes when it was just the guys and they were just talking. And Guthrie, you did creative stuff with the shots and a lot of close-ups, but they were in a group. Mm-hmm. So the campfire scene in particular, I thought was really beautiful.
That was actually Ray's idea. So that wasn't in the original script. They were actually playing pool in a basement in my original script, and then we actually had to tweak that, and Ray came up with the campfire idea. So
yeah, I thought it was a nice kind of it was different because you spent so much time in the newspaper printing room, and then I thought that was really nice. And then the lighting was really beautiful and everything like that. So that all the credit goes to Ben Cassiani, our DP. So yeah, I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Yeah, they did good. I really liked how that scene came out. I mean, obviously, when you're doing it, you never really know what it looks like from behind the lens. And like Guthrie said, originally we were supposed to do it at a pool table, and when that whole thing fell through, I had told him honestly from day one, even when I first read the script, in my mind, I just pictured it around a campfire because that was, something that people in our, around where we live and stuff like that. It's all kind of small towns, small communities. So that's what they do. They hang out around campfires, drinking beers, just kind of, shooting shit, do whatever. So it's so I told him, I was like, I'm reading this and this is 100% to me around a campfire. And, we're trying to figure out how to do it. And thankfully enough, we were able to put it all together.
So I think it actually works better around a campfire too. So.
Well, it's interesting because I think partly because I know Guthrie a little bit and I know where he's from. I mean, it did have a very homey feel, but it didn't have a Massachusetts feel. I mean, there were no accents and there was no, there was no giveaway that it was New England per se.
The closest Boston accent?
not a hard accent.
Oh, thank you.
I think the closest I got was maybe those montages of everyone working. That was very New Englandish, it could have been a seafood factory or, just, that hardworking, just kind of salt of the earth with pride, and I think that that's a wonderful thing to depict in a movie, and And fun fact, I've been to Worcester.
Oh, Worcester.
Yeah, Worcester,
Yeah.
right.
Everyone mispronounces it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Everyone.
No, I knew it was Worcester, but I said Worcester. It's Worcester,
Some
right?
people call it Worcester.
Worcester.
Some people call it Worcester.
Yeah.
That's,
I went to a Madonna concert there.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
This-
year was this?
I don't know. It was a long time ago. But me and a bunch of friends, we flew there to see it.
It must have been at the Worcester Centrum Center.
had to be at the Centrum.
It was really big. It was really weird because what happened was I bought tickets there by accident. Like thought I was buying them in Chicago.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
I bought them in Worcester. So then we had to go to Worcester.
That's a
Of
big
all
drop off
places.
for Chicago to Worcester. I'm not gonna lie.
Of all places, that's so funny.
It could have been far worse. So.
Yeah, man.
So I know you've had this film for a while and you've done really well on the film festival circuit. I'm sure it's really exciting. It's unfortunate this year. If I can brag, I love our film festival because it's so intimate and it's really, really fun. It's hard to get people there, but people who go there really, really have a good time. And
I love the location too, the Orpheum.
Yeah, and
Such a gorgeous theater.
they've just remodeled, so next year will be even better.
I hope I can get back.
It's this vintage. It's a 150-year-old theater.
Oh yeah,
gorgeous. But I definitely hope to see more from you guys. And thank you so much for being part of the film festival. Any last words? Any last? I want to comment. I really like the music.
Yes, hello to the dog. I would like to say hi to the dog and maybe pet it and rub its belly.
She has a cone on because she has an eye infection. So I've been hyper attentive to her, but
she's always posting such great pictures of her on social media.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that was thanks. Though I have 2 points I was going to point out. Is I thought the music worked really, really well.
Awesome.
And is Jack Hartford your dad or uncle?
Yes, that's my father. He does the end song for the credits. Yeah.
Okay, that was amazing.
Yep.
And then the Balkan brothers, are they local?
Sorry?
The Balkan brothers?
The Balkan brothers are from Hartford, Connecticut. Sorry. So yes, they are from New England.
Okay, gosh. Love this Hartford. And then I liked your references to popular culture. Like, I think a lot of times movie makers shy away from that because they're afraid of dating it. And I've wrestled with that too in my own work. But I think it works.
This is very much a millennial film, so I didn't have a problem with doing all those pop culture references. So yeah.
And I think it really informs the viewers of the characters, and it's important because I'm not of that world, so a lot of it is unfamiliar to me. But I could guess. I could be like, oh, I bet that's this, or I bet that's this. So
cool. I'm glad you appreciated that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And they could have all been made up. I don't know. I should Google them. There's like, you guys made up like a Game of Thrones Targaryen world, but I don't even.
No, it's all based off of my nerdy personality, so it's all.
Yeah. I know you're a nerd, Guthrie, but
I know you see my Facebook posts and all that.
But in the best possible way.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, Krissy, good luck with your 4-month-old. What a great production. And Ray, keep acting.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, Guthrie wants to keep throwing me and stuff.
Yeah.
Ray's been nominated 3 times internationally, so he should keep acting.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
And Guthrie, keep on creating. You're an inspiration.
Thank you, brother. I sure will.
Yeah. Okay, so that wraps up. Check back for links. It'll be available December 18th and 19th through a very private link on Facebook. It's really secure, but it'll be available for a limited time, and then you'll get to see these fine people in action. Okay, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.